Hold on. Yeah, go ahead and hit live.
Yeah.
I'm waking up to a left, right, steady fighting as I'm.
Yeah. Yeah. Block Boy Sports Talk.
And where exactly this fight at, man? Tell the people.
As well. And then, of course, we had Josh Hokick, who, I mean, he had this. I think it's going to be a top.
Subscribe to Block Boy Sports Talk.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
What's happening?
Block Boy Sports Talk.
What up, man? It's your man Vex. What's going on?
Man, it's your man Marco Polo.
Man, we live, man. What's happening?
Yeah, man. And this week, man, we ain't had no boxing, no punching boxing, no real boxing. What we had was UFC event 329, McGregor versus Holloway 2. Big UFC event, a lot of tickets sold, man, a lot of hype as he sells fights. And it came down to, you see the thumbnail, disappointment. Big disappointment.
Huge disappointment.
On the main card.
We talked about, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna get a chance to chime in here. You know,
you can chime in. That was on the main card, the actual main event. We'll get into it. It was real quick. Conor McGregor came out, jumped and threw a wild kick, blew his knee out.
Sheesh.
Why? I don't know what was going on. What was the thought process? But the mat was slippery throughout all of the matches. If anyone who watched the whole,
that's what we gonna blame.
No,
I'm just asking a question.
Did you watch the whole event?
Yeah. Listen.
Okay, so you heard the man say during one of the fights, they was like, "Why does he keep rubbing his foot on the back of his leg?" Because he's trying to get some of the moisture off of his foot. That's one of the earlier matches because the mat was slippery.
Okay.
I just pointed out, and I seen a couple of other slips during various matches. So I'm not blaming it on that. But when he came out and jumped right, miss kick, that's what that was, and blew his knee out.
Right.
As a possibility. Because it missed very wildly. But before that, the main card was really good, starting off with King Green versus Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney was all over King Green the whole round. It looked like whole face bloodied up. And he got him off for a half a second and hit him with a couple vicious body punches and got on him. And with 2 seconds left in the fight, they had to stop it because King Green, that was one of the most remarkable bloody comebacks I've seen. He came back and he just did ground and pound to beat the stoppage out of Terrence. The next one was Brandon Royal.
That's the difference in UFC fighting. That's one of the big differences in UFC fighting. You can really it can turn in a heartbeat. I mean boxing, but UFC even more because you can actually submit somebody. You can choke somebody out. You could be
You can be up all the way in that don't matter. Brandon Royal won by submission over, I can't pronounce it, Loner. Anyway, but one of the biggest fights what we were looking for was Mario Batista. He was fighting Corey Sandin, and it was like number 4, number 5, or number 5 and number 6. That was a really good fight. But Batista got the decision. And then in the co-main event, which was one of the to say more entertaining belts of the night from the gate, Paddy Pimblett. When he came out, from the time he came out, it was just very entertaining. His dance, he had the whole crowd entertained. And the submission, he choked the guy into, he was asleep. When the ref raised his hand, he was no reaction. He choked him to sleep. It was one of the most gruesome submissions I've ever seen. And with that being the whole recap of 329 main card, besides what we were talking about, the McGregor main event, it was pretty good. So when we were expecting Max Holloway and McGregor too old to fight, we was expecting something. And it was extremely letdown. I don't know if UFC if Dana White gonna get his money back. If he, it's got to be some of renegotiating the contract. They're gonna run it back when he get fixed. But that was, I turned it off. I didn't look at once that happened and they called the fight. I didn't want to sit right there and listen to no more. I actually turned it
Okay.
off and went to sleep. I was completely disappointed.
All right. Okay. So as I stated, and it's so funny. I told you if you guys watched us before pre-fight, we told you about they had fought back about 13 years ago, and he actually defeated him with a torn ACL, which is crazy. That in the next fight he ends up tearing the ACL again, which is unbelievable, right? So he beat him the first time. It's evident that he has some bad wheels, man. And it's been 5 years since he's done his last bout. He's 37 years old. He's a great showman. He's done great things for UFC, the sport of UFC. But I really think that it's time to go ahead and retire. He tweeted out a heartfelt, strong, powerful message on his Twitter. I don't know the words verbatim, but in so many words, he was like, "I'll be back. The devil can't hold me down," and all these things. But that sounds good. Like I said, he's great. He's
I
a
thought
great.
you was about to say it was an apologetic tweet
No,
because I
no, no,
don't
no,
really
no, no,
follow
no.
tweets.
Well, no. He just no. Like you said, he went out there. He did a leg sweep, and unfortunately, it was just a twist, and it towards ACL or whatever. His knee went out. So he was injured early in this bout. But like we spoke on in pre-bout, he was going to lose this fight. Okay, and it was just inevitable. It was that's what it was. He wasn't going to win this fight, and it wasn't going to last long. And we said that during the pre-fight, it wasn't going to last long anyway,
Yeah,
and
we
it
didn't
didn't
think it was
last
going to
long.
go past 2 rounds pre.
Right. So it's cool. His career should be complete, and he should be happy with his career. He made a lot of money. He's a showman. He's able to sell box office tickets. I know that's why a lot of fans are disappointed. Like yourself, you're talking about how you're disappointed, and it's
Yeah,
okay.
for us to even do a pre-fight on it, it was that big. It was that big that they didn't even put a boxing match on because it wouldn't have got as many ratings because he is that type of showman that draws that much attention.
Exactly. Absolutely.
It's just
Absolutely.
unfortunate. That I think this is it. I think this is that. I think that's it. If he comes back again, it's not
It
gonna
has to
be
be.
as. It's not gonna be as. No, we're
No,
gonna look,
but
but we.
wait a minute. Let me tell you something. If he comes back and he looks in shape, and of course he's going to talk that talk, he's a draw. People will come back and watch him again.
I said we're gonna look, but we're gonna look with more was a side eye. I didn't say we're
Oh,
not gonna watch. We're
right,
gonna
right, right.
look, but we're gonna look with a more so of a waiting, like you know what I'm saying. Like we
We
ain't going for the BS
yeah.
again. Like
But hold
if
on.
you ever
Listen,
paid, like back in the day, if you ever paid for Mike Tyson pay-per-view tickets,
this is what I'm
you
saying.
stopped after at least the second or third time. You didn't do that anymore
This is
because
what I'm saying.
it was knocked out in the first round. So you like, no, I'm not gonna pay for that ticket again. I want to
This
see the fight. I'm gonna go over Buddy House. I'm gonna see who got it on bootleg, but I'm definitely not paying for it again.
this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm saying. You beat me to the punch, proverbially. Listen, he sells tickets. There will people that will be there that will go and see him live no matter what. There are some people, us who we are, we are not going to spend that
We're not
hard on.
taking two with nickels.
We not at all.
That to me was a wooden nickel.
That was definitely a wooden nickel. It might have been for Micah. I don't know what it was, but at any rate, it's okay. Shout out to him for what he's done for the sport of UFC,
It was a
and you know,
Zuffa coin.
and, and I know Dana White will figure it out moving forward. Whatever's gonna go on, and that's that. That was that. So that was that. We predicted him losing. He lost. It is what it is. Kudos to him. I hope he ends his career, and let's keep it moving.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
I'm saying.
boxing coming up, man. We got Moses Atalma coming up
Okay.
soon. We got a couple of other good fights. Of course, we're waiting on that Earl Spence, Tim Tszyu fight. We're gonna get into that. They held us up with this UFC event with no boxing. But moving on, was a whole lot of other things like tennis, man. In
Yeah.
Wimbledon. You want to jump right into that? We'll jump right into
Yeah,
tennis.
yeah. Alexander Zerkovez was fighting your man Sinner. Yeah, Yannick Sinner. We already know the superhero of tennis right now is Yannick Sinner. If it ain't Alvarez, Yannick Sinner, and of course he defended his title. Uh, I don't want to say effortlessly, but he definitely was
No,
convincing enough.
it was nowhere near Eversley. I watched that. It was one of the best tennis matches I've seen in a long time.
Right.
He had him. He had Center in trouble early. Center figured him out late. The speed on I cannot pronounce the opponent's name. The speed on what's his name?
Uh,
Zerkovich.
Zerkovic.
Yeah, his speed on his serves was hitting 130 on the first serve, 135. This it was causing issues. So he won that first set, and that second set he almost won the second set as well. So it was tough for Center. Once Center figured that out, he still came up with some remarkable things. Like when he fell down and got up and still got that point. If you miss this finals, you miss some of the best tennis
Yannick.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's why. Like I started off with the superhero of tennis right now. He's a remarkable tennis player. He's a pro. He's going to go down as one of the best in history. Trust me.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
this is his fifth major, and he's only 24. The greats, when they start talking iconic, and when the McEnroe when they reached 7 and 8, he's
Yeah,
24.
yeah. He a beast.
So he's easy to say he should surpass a lot of those.
Yeah, he can have another. He can have a good another decade run easy. He can
Back
have
to
a
back
decade run.
Wimbledons.
Yeah,
Man,
he's tough.
shout out to Center, but Alvarez, you get better, man. And throw your hat back in the ring, man. Slow the
You already
boy
know.
down, man.
Yeah,
Because
you already know.
we might be talking GOAT, man. At 24, let's say he get 15, we talking better than Brady. It's
Sheesh. I mean,
playing
it's
like he's playing.
we gotta pump our brakes. We know how things go, but right now he looks excellent performance by him. You know what I mean? Also, we got to talk about a little bit of this FIFA, man. Just a little bit of this FIFA. It's down to the final four, man. You got France versus Spain, and you got England versus Argentina. One game is on Tuesday, the other game is on Wednesday. Um, whoo, Mbappe, he's been playing lights out. He's probably vying for that golden boot. He's France's superstar. We got to watch out for him. Yamel is Spain's star. He's an excellent player as well. This is going to be great. This is the clash of the Titans type of thing situation going on. These final four teams were expected to be where they are. Um, Europe has dominated this sport for the last 60 years. I mean, it's just crazy. So I expect France to come out victorious in that game. And in England and Argentina, hey, you know who they got? They got Jude Bellingham and Kane. What is it? Kane. They both got 6 goals, by the way. They both got 6 goals. So they trying to get to the golden boot too. But I think Mbappe is
You,
gonna
you
lock
said
that up.
all that, and people who don't know soccer know one name because
I'm
you
about to get to.
mentioned.
I'm
Go
let me finish. Let me finish.
ahead. Go
And
ahead.
of course, Argentina has one of the greatest players of all time, Lionel Messi, and he's not going out like a sucker. He's not going to play Messi. He's going to do what he does. We're going to see that. So
Okay,
Argentina,
I'm just thinking. You said a whole lot of stuff,
mhm.
and you didn't mention Messi at all. That's all I'm saying.
I
Like
just, I just said Lionel Messi.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I was saving. You didn't let me set it up for the people. I'm saving
got
the best for last. That's why I was going with that because they play next anyways, England and Argentina, and Lionel Messi will have a lot to say. So if England wants to advance and beat Argentina, he's going to be out there playing his peak performance. And this is his 200th appearance. That's right, 200th appearance. Hey man, he is something special. Um, Listen, they thought he was going to retire at 35 and walk away how he did. He could have walked away with a great career then. Here it is at 39, and this is unprecedented. And the people who like football the world sport that it is of football. We like to call it soccer over here, but they call it football. He is one of the great, if not the greatest, probably soccer player of our time. And Mbappe also wants to talk about that too. He's an unbelievable soccer player too for France. France team actually is the more complete team, and I expect France to win the whole thing. And we talked about this when we first started out. We talked about the teams we like to
So
top, and
so
France,
so who's in
England.
the final? So who goes to the finals? Who's the last
The
two? Who's the
final four,
prediction?
well, the finals. I'm going to take France and Argentina to be in the finals, and for France to edge out Messi. Mbappe edges out Messi in the finals. They win 2-1. That's what I'm going to go with.
Woo! Y'all got that early, man. Right in time, man. Y'all can put that in, man.
Yeah.
While we right there,
And,
man, I want to
look,
give them
mind you, that means France has to beat Spain and England has to lose to Argentina as well for this to take place. For what I'm saying, so I'm giving y'all.
you said England had to lose to Argentina, like it's their game to win. But I'm not
It
okay.
is. It is. It is. Technically, it is. We know. We know by Wednesday night. We'll definitely know.
All right, that's a bet. You want to touch on this WNBA, man?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Really
want to
want
get
to
on
talk
the
about.
WNBA, man. You know what I mean? Right now, of course, the points leaders are as follows. We got Aja Wilson at 25.8, Kelsey Mitchell at 22.5, Marina Mabry at 21.2, and Paige Beckers at 20.6. They getting ready to do their all-star thing. The Aces, I thought we got the Lynx are currently in the lead of the whole league, and they're at 17-6. The Aces are at 17-7. Valkyrie is 17-7 and that's all on the West Coast. On the East Coast, the Fever at 14-9, Dream 13-10, and Liberty at 13-11. It's a logjam over there. You got teams under 500 that's fighting to get to their playoff lives, but it's going to be fun. And the Lynx, your girl, I told you we've talked about her. Our favorite rookie, Olivia Miles. She's a all-star starter. Um,
Starter as a rookie.
as a rookie and leading the Lynx in just about every category, man. It's unbelievable with that what's going on. So I mean,
Because the
I'm,
lights was on like when Paige Beckers came in, it kind of it put added more light. It was a whole lot of light on her and what she did. But
mhm,
Olivia Miles, this impact is different. It's
yeah,
different. Minnesota was always good, and I don't know the girl, and I don't like to say it this way, but the girl with the short hair that was balling like I don't know what at Minnesota before Olivia Miles got there.
mhm,
When Olivia Miles got there, it was like, who is she? Like
right,
it was immediate takeover, whole transformation. So Minnesota, hey man,
yeah,
hey,
yeah. We're gonna see how it's gonna go down. They're looking good right now, getting ready to go into their little all-star break. We're gonna see how that play out
it's
with
because
them.
it's usually a safe bet to go with Vegas. It's usually a
Still a safe,
safe bet for Aces to take it all.
it's still a
That
safe
bet
bet.
is still we're gonna dig it. We're gonna see
Hey
as
man,
it goes on
Ozzy
and when the
Wilson, man.
playoffs start. He said
Yeah,
it's still a safe bet. As of
Ozzy
right
Wilson.
now, it's still a safe bet. Woo, I don't know. I beg to differ, man. I like Minnesota, man. I like
Oh
Minnesota
no,
a little
no. Listen, it's good, but youth, man, and then you always know how them veterans come along, man, and play, and they quiet the crowd. You know how that can go, man. You see what I'm saying? But
bit.
that's a little bit on the WNBA because we're gonna get ready to see that. But you know what's happening tonight? The home run derby.
The
That's
home
right.
run derby.
Yeah,
Okay.
tonight is the home run. I sent you the thing, the odds for the home run derby when with along with the third leg. I had sent that to you,
Oh,
but
you
the
want to get
home
him?
run.
You want to get him that right quick?
Yeah. You can give them that. What you putting up? Yeah, that's what it is. The top five for the home run derby, right there. And I already have y'all, and I'm almost. I guess I'm gonna be a little ahead of the curve. I'm taking Munataka Murakami to win the home run derby, and you see right there, he's at plus 500 to win the home run derby tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, plus 500. That's right. So if you bet $100, you win 500. I love it. Cal Sword with Julia Caminero, they're more favored than him. Cal Schwarber, of course, is the home run leader currently with 32 home runs. Jordan Alvarez is right behind him with 31. Ben Rice with 29. Junior Caminero, you see him right there. He got 28. James Wood, that's right, the guy from the Nationals. Yes, he got 28. And Hunter Goodman with 27. Those are the home run leaders currently in the MLB. Also, yeah, you can bring that down. Yeah. And also, of course, going into the All-Star break, the National League leader is the Dodgers at 61-36, and in the American League, 56-38. And we want to see one of these teams will end up late in the season if they'll play each other in the World Series. I know I like the Dodgers. I can't. I mean, it's one of those things. It's not really fair. The Dodgers are elite. You know, currently right now, Shohei Ohtani has a little knee injury. He's not going to play in the All-Star. He's going to rest his knee. He got bigger fish to fry. So he's not going to even, participate in the Derby or in any of the activities. But he'll be fine pretty much, I think, far as I've heard. He just wants to get his knee right. And the Dodgers, man, are the favorite right now to go back to back to back.
With that being said, man, I think you done covered enough to actually give them the third leg parlay. Just trying to make sure if this is the right one, right?
Yeah, that's it
third
right
leg
there.
Parlay, man. First of all, go ahead, tell them what the third leg parlay and explain it, break it down to them so they can drop some money, man.
So the third leg parlay is as follows. We have two legs that should be pretty close to hitting. As you can see, Ryan Howard and Enike Agumake. I butchered her name this morning. Enike Agumake. Shout out to her. I apologize for butchering her name, ladies and gentlemen. But these two WNBA stars right here, they playing tonight. The Sparks against the Dream. That game's going on tonight. Y'all want to definitely get them in on the first two. Those are the easier legs. They are going to get those numbers right there. I'm like that's like 95% sure. But like I said, Munetaka Murakami, and the odds have changed from when I even got this. He was at plus 485. Now he's moved to plus 500. He's getting better odds now. Hey, man, I'm taking him to win the home run derby. And you see all this together is plus 1450. That's right. If this parlay hits, $100 gets you $1,450 plus your $100 back. And that's what I'm
talking about, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, hit our Patreon page for all the good parlays, as they refer to you as on the Michael Carter Morning Show, King Parlay.
Let's get it.
Definitely follow all his pages, man. VXC. Get your bet on.
Yeah, man. Let me know how y'all doing.
Summer League, man. Before we get up out of here, man.
Yes. We got to talk about the NBA Summer League, man. And it's been exciting ever since after the draft. We went to that draft party. Y'all should have been at the draft party with us. It was fun. But anyway, after the draft,
I made the news on that. We made it.
Yeah, I know, right? Even with now that we know that we've got these young stars in there, the number one star just so happens to be in Washington, D.C., where we are at for the Washington Wizards, which is awesome. And he is box office. He is doing everything that you would want your number one to do, plus some. I mean, from seeing what type of player he is just in these brief moments, he appears to be somewhat of a Swiss Army knife. And what I mean by that is he brings the ball up the floor as a point guard. He's got great passing ability. His defense has been outstanding. He's a rim runner. He's played off the ball well. He showed the range from the 3 ball. He's had the 15-foot. He's at the mid range. I mean, he's shown to be a complete player. He's really. I hate to use this name, and people don't run with this too far, but I'm just giving you an example of what I mean by this is he's LeBron James-esque. And what I mean by that is, like him, LeBron James being 6'9", being able to be a point forward, being able to play all 3 level score. That's what I'm appearing to see from him. And this is him at very young. He hasn't even escalated his game to the point to where he's 3-point shooting his lights out, which he'll probably add to his game, playing with his back to the basket, a bunch of different things. He can clearly guard at least 4 positions. This is an exceptional pickup for the Washington Wizards. He is going to be a problem for the league. I really, really, really admire this young man. Also, Caleb Wilson, man, I'm skipping. I'm going directly to him because of one reason. We spoke about this earlier today on the show. Michael called you morning show this morning. How he's from North Carolina, got picked number 4 in the draft. The Chicago Bulls, they picked him up, and we talked about how there was another young man about 40 or so years ago that played in North Carolina and went to Chicago and ended up getting them a whole bunch of championships up there. And this kid right now has came out and been electric in the summer league. Was scoring 35 points on his first showing. First, almost as many points as been scored since 2004 in the summer league in Las Vegas. So he's electric.
Yeah, he was very modest about it. He said that about breaking the records. He was like, somebody else is going to break the records too. Like he wasn't tripping on that.
And that's the way he should be, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's as excited as we can be, it's just summer league. And what I mean by that, not to downplay it, but you get a lot of first and second year players and a few G League players. The summer league pretty much consists of the players that have played last year to come in and didn't get as much burn, and some of like sidebar back to the Wizards, and I'm gonna keep on moving. The Wizards are playing lights out in summer league, and the caveat is this: a lot of their young players got a lot, and I mean a lot, especially in Trey Johnson and Riley. They got a lot of playing time during the season because they weren't trying to win a lot of games. So their young players played a lot. So they got a lot of NBA experience and a lot of play. And it's showing in summer league how they appear to be a little bit better at a better tier than some of the other players. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Wizards would actually win the summer league championship, because their young players are already kind of seasoned NBA players, and they got a high volume of a lot of plays during the season last year. So
in addition to having the number 1 pick.
In addition to having a number 1 pick who's playing lights out. So
right,
just want to kind of throw that in there, something to think about. Also, so look, like I said, Caleb, and then of course Cam Boozer, the big name. He's got NBA lineage. He was getting cooked by the boy Malik. Malik gave him a 30 piece. But I'm not. Don't get it twisted. He's going to be an excellent NBA player. He's got the NBA body. He's got the whole shape. He's got the whole kit caboodle. He can stretch. He can play with his back to the basket. He's an excellent rebounder. He's going to be great in the NBA as well. Darren Peterson, the number 2 pick. I gotta talk about him. He actually played against AJ DeBassa. A little slow start. Got 24 points. He's an electric ball player too. He's going to be an unbelievable player in the league. He comes out, he's put work in. And the other point guard that I want to say that has been great, he was the number 7 pick, went to the Sacramento Kings. Sheesh. Hey, man, A-Cuff, man. A-Cuff is a problem. I love his vision. Excellent passer, scorer.
A-Cuff was looking like he was ready for the NBA when he was in college. Among any of the players, I'll say with the exception of Boozer, that's what I seen most was A-Cuff. He was a cut above the rest at the college level. So I don't expect nothing less than top performance by him.
Yes, and he's brought that to summer league, His vision was my biggest takeaway when I watched him play. I was like, oh, I mean, he was making extremely great passes. I mean, he was putting it on a button, and he was facilitating as well as scoring. He looked seasoned. He looked like an NBA point guard. He looked like he's ready to be. And speaking of point guards, it's funny because Sacramento Kings, they've had Halliburton goes to Indiana, make it to the championship. They've had De'Aaron Fox goes to San Antonio, make it to the championship. Here it is. They got A-Cuff, and what are they going to do with him? Do they keep him, or does he go somewhere else and make a championship run? I'm just telling you what has happened with the Sacramento Kings. So maybe
that's why the Wizards denied, trading, what I'm saying, Mr. Davis this time. They because that has been their signature. People leave the Wizards
Oh yeah,
Go somewhere and be great. It's like a
right,
training ground for as soon as you leave the Wizards, you're gonna be great. But
right.
but start at the Wizards. You can start there. You know what I'm saying? So I
Well,
don't know, man.
we hope what's starting here right now is the start of a great run
Right. That's
for
why I
the
said
Rockets.
with them stopping that trade, maybe they've
Yeah.
learned their lesson. Go
Well,
ahead
well,
and keep this little thing together for a little
yeah.
second.
Well. Here's the thing: you got to be really realistic. I mean, just on the common sense note of it, right? Um, he's never set foot on the hardwood for the Wizards yet at all. So why would you trade that man and not at least see him hit the hardwood and see what he can do for your team, considering he's an NBA champion and he's a 6'10" guy who's a Swiss Army knife as well, who does everything. I don't got to tell you anything about him. He's an NBA champion. And Anthony Davis, we know what he is. So anybody, you don't not trade him. Considering the lineup that they had with
Exactly. Because with the
Alex
lineup that they
Starr,
have, he
Banter,
doesn't have to do as much.
they brought Middleton back, signed him to a deal to have a veteran in the locker room. George at the two guard and Ice Trey at the one. Man, this team, you've seen Trey Johnson coming. You can imagine. Listen, Trey Johnson scored. You had Wiley scored 30 points last night. These dudes are going to be guys coming off your bench, and they get buckets coming off your bench, and then you got your starting five like that, and then of course now you got DeAndre Ayton as your backup. Like, your bench is solidified. Your starting five is solidified. This team right here, if I from the PlayStation promote, I'm just saying on the PlayStation, you could get 50 wins with this team on the PlayStation.
I,
And I
I,
say
say-
on
I
PlayStation
say they're
because
definitely going to the playoffs. I see the Wizards going to the playoffs next year.
I
Like
expect nothing but play. I expect 50
if they have
wins.
like the early bets where you can put that money in
They got them.
with the
They got
odds
them.
in, they
They
got.
got them.
Hey man,
Yeah,
keep me up to tone on that. I
they,
need to
they got
put
'em.
that bet in early,
Yeah,
just
no,
like
I
clear
got them
something
going.
easy.
I'm going as far as 50 wins with the Wizards because with this team, and obviously injury, that derails things. But being healthy, this team is supposed to win 50 games. When you got an all-star point guard, an all-star center slash power forward, um,
The number one
number
draft pick,
number one draft pick who is top tier,
and
because you can have a number
and,
one draft pick and not be good, but a top tier who's pretty much proven that he's a top tier
and
number one
Czar is
draft.
really good.
Alex Sarr is the number two pick they got, and he's the number one. He showed you last year. He's excellent. Alex Sarr, his game's going to elevate this year. As a matter of fact, it's funny you say that. Watch out for him for maybe most improved player of the year. That's another bet you can make, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Sarr, because he's going to elevate his game with these veterans right here. I mean, they're going to screen and roll you to death. There's no reason that Trey Young shouldn't be lead the league in assists this year. Screen and roll and alt rim running. He should have the Banser running the one side, Saw running one side, just lobbing it. Screen and roll, man, it's supposed to be yes,
It
yes,
should look.
yes.
It should look. If the Knicks could do it with Mitchell Robinson, I'm just saying with that lineup, it should be similar to that. It should be a high flying
Actually,
act in DC. It should
yeah,
be a
yeah,
high
yeah.
flying act in DC.
No, it should actually be very similar. I mean, you could go down a list of the roster of their team that have the similarities to the Knicks roster. You know what I mean? How they did and how they had their success. So yeah, there are a lot of players that are similar, player for player, of how the Knicks were on that team to how the Wizards are. So yeah, you're right. That could be a big thing. You know what I mean? But we'll definitely see what's going on. On another side note, I know we don't like to do the gossip on our show. We always like to keep things on court. But it was interesting that there was a little a spat out there in the summer league with Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. A little bit of fisticuffs. We don't know the exact details other than that there was some social media, something said, and Bam didn't like Tyler Hero saying something about him, and he addressed him and he stepped to him, and that's the way that went. I did want to throw that out there too. That's also part of summer league that did unfortunately take place out there. Bam Adebayo got into it with his former teammate because now Tyler Hero is a Milwaukee Buck, and they get to see each
And
other.
on another note, I hate to add, it's not necessarily gossip, but you know the BS. Somehow viewers actually told me they wanted us hear our view on it. The whole GOP political party putting the WNBA on notice for the alleged bullying of Caitlin Clark. She gets an extra couple of jabs or push downs, and a lot of WNBA players are scared to stand up about it because they're facing the actual Trump and the Republican Party. This is their national hero. So what do you have to say about
No
that? What
comment.
you think about
I
that?
don't have.
No
Okay.
comment at all.
Oh
Just
God.
had to still put that out because
Yeah.
it's real. But like I said, we don't get into that. This has been Block
Right.
Boy Sports Talk, episode 84. You brought it up, so it's still in sports, so I had to bring it up as well.
Right.
I think it's crazy. They speak up about it, they'll talk about it, but
Right.
check
Yeah.
out www.blockboysportstalk.com, man. Get our merch.
Right.
And about
Please
the front
do that.
the clip,
Please
man.
get you.
Yeah. Block Boy Sports Talk. Whole city on the board now. Block Boy Sports Talk. Run the score up. Whole team eating, put the floor up. Talk big plays when we pull up out the dark.
Yes, sir.
And we are out, man. This has been episode 84. We will be coming back with the predictions, the actual whole prediction show for Earl Spence versus Tim Tszyu. I think that's the next major fight. But I said Moses Atalma is fighting. I cannot pronounce. It starts with Erdgervich. That is Moses Atalma, the heavyweight champion, young heavyweight from England. Very Mike Tyson like. On his run. Like I told you he'd be the only one that I would pick real quick over the GOAT, the best that ever put on pair of gloves. The heavyweight champion of the world, undisputed right now. Yeah, y'all tune in, man.
I'm waking up to a left, right, steady fighting as I march into my best life. No longer dreaming, achieving what I believe in. Though seeing could be deceiving. Listen up before I breathe in.
Yeah. Block Boy Sports Talk.
And where exactly this fight at, man? Tell the people.
As well, and then of course we had Josh Hokick, who he had this. I think it's gonna be a
Whole team eating, put the floor
You
up. Talk
probably
big plays when we
said
pull up out the
subscribe
dark.
to Block Boy Sports Talk.